Coaches, what's going on? Coach Ian Tatum back here with another video. I know I look strange with my ugly Christmas sweater on, but it is Spirit Week here for Christmas at the middle school. So I had to show out and show the kids, wear some Spirit stuff for the week. So getting to the video, today we're going to talk about a little bit of install and kind of how you can do that. I'm not going to talk about like a install plan, like spring ball or camp or anything like that. I'm just going to talk about getting your kids to kind of understand what you're talking about when you're trying to install a concept or a play. Because I've had a couple of youth guys hit me up, be like, hey, coach, I want to talk about how actually installing and teaching a play to kids in a little bit more of a simplistic nature. And being an offensive line coach, being super simple is very important. So I think I'm, want to make a video talking about that type of stuff. So for me, what I want to do when coaching an offensive line specifically on a new play, maybe to them, or a concept like coming into camp or in spring, is three things. One is to chalk it, meaning get on the board and draw it up. Two, to walk it. Take them outside on grass or anywhere in the gym or something like that, line them up, put a defense out there or just on air and walk them through it, and then have them run through it. Go really, really fast. And if you huddle, great. If not, I'm yelling out the play. We have to get up on the ball fast and let's go. And I felt like that has helped my guys understand what they're doing a lot better. And so I'm just going to install something real quick and kind of go through how my process goes from there. All right. So first, let's just say I'm going to install counter. Okay. And I've talked about this before on the channel, how we install counter, but I'm going to talk about, I don't talk about, one guy has one position, especially at 2A ball and previously coming from 1A ball, you don't have a lot of guys. So what I choose to do is install the whole play with everybody. So everybody knows what everybody's doing. That way throughout the week, on Friday night, more importantly, if a guy goes down at right guard, well, shoot, I can shuffle around anybody because everybody knows everybody's job. So that helps out a little bit. Plus, it helps me knowing that on the front side of gap scheme, I'm doubling. I know that the backside guard's pulling, and the backside guard knows that we're doubling. So it helps everybody else know how the play is supposed to function and be efficient with it. So let's just say we're just going to have just, defense real quick, not really getting any too fancy. There. So just a 6-man box. You're a defensive guy. Holla at me. Tell me I'm an idiot. But guess what? I'm seeing 6-man boxes. Now, when I go to put my H-back and my tight end in, 21 personnel, and I'm going to run that route down your throat, I'm starting to see 7 and 8 guys coming in. But just for the context of the box, for my 5 guys, I'm going to teach them this first. Okay? Even front, 6-man box. Then we'll get the more exotic things. So just first off, like, hey, coach, what are we learning today? Hey, look, guys, we want to learn counter. Okay? Just counter. And we can call it whatever you want to. Something with a C, just a name, or if you have a number system, whatever your numbers are, they know that. So we're going to do counter, and we're going to go counter to the right. Okay? So we know I'll draw up on the board, arrow. We know the play's going to the right. So the center guard and tackle are the play side players. And the left guard, left tackle are the backside players. Okay, now make sure to designate play side, backside. That way they know, hey, ball's coming to me. If I'm left, play's coming to the left, I'm on the play side now. Hey, if it's going to the left and I'm on the right, I'm a backside guy, it's going away from me. I know I have a different set of responsibilities. And I teach it that way instead of you're a right guard, you're a center, you're a left tackle. No, everybody knows everything. So everybody should know what they're doing. So we're going to run counter to the right. Okay, we know play side, gap down backer. Okay, I'm not going to explain what gap down backer means. I have other videos. Check out my power and counter videos, stuff like that. But we know a double team's great. The backside linebacker, going to block back. Now, we know the play side on gap scheme, we're always going to be gap down backer looking for a double team. Center's going to block back. Okay, first D lineman, backside. Now on gap scheme, meaning power and counter and such things like that, backside guard always pulls. okay? Now, if you want to start calling duo, you have duo in your scheme, and it's a gap scheme for you, which I believe it goes in that family, great. Then you can't say that the guard always pulls on the backside of gap scheme. But for us, we're a heavy counter power team, they do, okay? You just got to know, is it power or counter? And the fact that it's counter, okay, tells us we got a trap pull, okay? Trap pulling is a pull for a first level defender, so we know we're gonna pull and trap the defensive end, okay? Inside number, kick him out. It's not a counter clinic, but just talking about install. But backside tackle, okay? He knows that on backside of gap scheme, he does one or two things. He's either gonna gap hinge, so we take the B gap, or he's gonna pull. Skip pull for a second level defender. So it's counter, it's GT counter, excuse me. So he knows he's skip pulling around the double team. I know I don't have the double team, but I'm imagining we're putting this 3 technique into the A gap. And he's coming around for the first wrong color jersey. Now, we get on the board, we draw this up. I explain play side, backside. I go to the right, I go to the left. They seem to have an understanding, or at least they're showing me they do. They're just like, yeah, coach. Great. Now, okay, that's an activity of learning. Now let's have an evidence of learning, okay, teachers. Now we're gonna have them come up on the board, show me. So what I'll do is, I'll erase what we got, I'll draw it up for them, and I'll tell them, hey, now draw it up. So now we got the 3 technique here, nose, end, wheel, mic, okay? And I'll tell them, draw up counter to the left, okay? And they're always gonna start with whatever primary position they play. But I always try to tell them, start left to right, or right to left. It helps them out a little better. But inevitably, if he plays right guard, he's gonna start with the right guard. But, so counter to the left, and if they can draw, that they're gonna double the nose backside, he's gonna trap, he's gonna skip, but he's got it, right? He can show me that. And then I'll have another guy come up and show me power. Another guy show me inside zone. Another guy show me whatever run play / pass plays, protections we have, I'll have them come up and show them to me. So that's all part of the chalk of the number one of the process, the chalk talk, on the board type stuff. Second evolution of that is to walk through it. So now I have my 5 guys up. I might go on air first and try to build up to it. Go on air. We're going to walk through this, okay? If it's counter to the right, okay, we know the play side is going to double. So we're going to have a good double. They're going to point out who they're working to. Backside linebacker, working our double team technique we've been working on all spring and the summer. Calling out numbers. Everything we would do normally if we were playing against the front. Make sure we're knocking off the ball. Put that 3 technique into the A gap. Climb to the backside linebacker. Center's he's gonna fake snap, or I might have him actually do snap and get some reps. Snap it to me. He's gonna make sure he gets his offhand into the shade or the 3 technique, working on flat, getting down to the 3 technique. Whatever he needs to work on, he's doing that. It's not just, okay, set hut, and I'm going. No, we are as close to real as possible, just not running through it, right? So if it's a center's gonna snap, he'll step, get his hand up there, and he'll roll like that. Backside guard on gap scheme, always what? I'll ask them that, and they'll always say pulls. Give them things to think about. If I say the backside guard on gap scheme does what? They'll always say pull. Then I'll say, depends on what play it is, right? And they'll say yes, counter or power, okay? So I just drill it into them so they can't forget it. Drill it. So if it's counter, they know they're trap pulling. So they'll make sure that they good open step, getting straight at the defensive end's landmark where he's going to be. Inside number, kick him out. I show them, hey, if he's here, we're going to the right. This shoulder, you're going to push this shoulder. It's going to turn him out, make the hole wider. Show them those things. Show them what that means to the play, opening the hole. Trust me, if you show them what the end result is before they get out there, they're going to buy into it, guys. In the backside tackle, you have 1 or 2 responsibilities on gap scheme. You're either going to pick and hinge or you're going to pull. It's counter. What do? They're going to know they pull, so they're going to skip or square pull. However, your guys are athletic enough to do either one. It's great. They're going to pull and get vertical for the first wrong color jersey. I don't give guys responsibilities. Hey, You're tight off the tackle, you're tight off the double team, scraping paint off that guy's butt, first wrong color shirt. The linebacker might be an idiot and feel A-gap, but there is no A-gap open, and that safety feels. We'll bust that safety up. So pull around and get there. And then from there, we will do that several different plays. Then once we're done with that, then we'll run through it. And we have a bunch of plays installed: counter power, inside zone, full slide, half slide, sprint out, maybe a screen in there, and I'll just rapid fire. Hey, we're gonna run counter right, one-on-one right, and we'll go on the ball, and we'll go fast, and we'll go going really fast, power left, say hook, and go. And then I'll start adding defense. We'll go even front, okay, over and under front. Then we'll go do an odd front. We'll do 2 4s in the nose. Then we'll do a tight front. We'll do 4 eyes or maybe even 3s in a nose. Then we'll go bare front. Okay, so we'll have 2 5s, 2 3s in the nose, 2 backers in the box. Then we'll work on some 3-3 stack stuff and all that type of stuff. I bring my tight end in because you need a tight end on the line when you go against 3-3 stack teams. And if you want to know more about that, I do have a video on that, how to block 3-3 stack with a tight end. But guys, I'm Coach Ian Tatum. I appreciate you watching the video. Just a little bit of a change-up type of deal. Some guys asked me, hey, how do you install certain plays? This is not a 3-day install type deal. I'm just talking about how I approach my position room, on how I install plays. It's worked for me. The biggest thing is getting them on the board to show you they can do it. And the second biggest thing is getting out there on the grass and repping it. Rep it, especially in the spring or in pre-practice or in the summer where you can't hit anyway or you're having to hit bags. Go on air. Go against guys with bags. Walk through, run through. It's big. Trust me, it'll work for you. Just you got to make sure your guys are positionless players. Now, you're going to have your center archetype, your guard archetype, and your tackle archetype. You're going to have those guys that look like a guard, center, and tackle. But cross-training is huge, especially when they're trying to go to the next level and get recruited. Cross-training is huge. Guards that can snap are huge. Tackles that can pull are huge. Make sure you're training guys and everything that they can do everything. Okay. Again, I'm Coach Ian Tatum. I appreciate you watching the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Trying to build the channel. We're getting up there. Almost 800 subscribers. Appreciate everybody the love. Everybody's been showing the videos and the live stream that we did. I'm sure you already know the second annual Tatum Offensive Line Clinic is coming to you January 27th. If you're not signed up for that on the Google sheet, make sure you DM me, get that information. It's going to be a great time. Last year was awesome. It was 8 to 8 or 8 to whenever I got tired. It's a 12-hour deal for me, but I love doing it because I'm learning the whole time. Plus, I get to interact with awesome coaches that come and just devote their time to talking to me and doing stuff for you guys. So make sure you get signed up for that. DM me if you want guys to join, but they don't have a Twitter or anything like that. Just send them give them my number. If you want, DM me on Twitter, get my number so I can get their number and we can get them all in there, right? I don't care if guys share out the link, but I would like to have some type of interaction with them when they come in to the Google form. So make sure you put your Twitter on there, Facebook, if you're in these groups, whatever it is, guys. But again, I'm Coach Ian Tatum. Appreciate everybody for watching. Hey, man, let's get better this offseason. Yeah, everything around me. Breathe.